I wrote a book.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you wrote a book? You can write?
Yeah, these guys are soft. They need to learn how to be a man.
This is an actual book?
Yeah, it's called Be a Man, The Ultimate Guide. You can pre-order it right now on Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
Wow. I can't wait to become a man.
Be a man. Be a man.
Experience! Are you with me? Be a man.
Yeah.
You ready to preach? Preacher.
Yep.
What do you do if the cable guy comes to the house to fix it?
Slip him 20 extra bucks. He'll give you HBO for free for life.
What do you do if a door-to-door salesman comes to the house?
Split his head open with a pipe.
All right.
It's not a world of men.
I want you to be a man.
You could just be a man in this one moment.
I gotta be a man.
Be a man.
It's be a man time.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Am I supposed to be a man?
Be a man.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Be a man.
You can act like a man.
Be a man.
You know, shave. I mean, how do you shave your fucking nuts anyway? Well, you can't do it with a blade. You'll kill yourself.
Gently.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there is devices out there, and I'm not going to name names, but I mean, you see these like commercials and they're fucking shaving kiwis. I'm sorry, but a kiwi has a lot tighter of a shell than my wrinkly long balls. So when you stick the razor in there, it's going to do what a razor does. It's going to fucking crunch it up, and that's what happens. You get the fucking pinchy poos.
I found that the long hairs on my nuts you can just pull off and it doesn't hurt. You guys ever try it?
Oh, you just pluck them off one by one, be a man?
It doesn't hurt.
You know when
I don't know if it's a me thing or if it's
It
like
could be
that for
you.
everybody.
You got superhuman fucking capacity for pain. You know when your balls turtle up like a fucking hard pouch, like an alligator pouch?
Oh, yeah.
That's optimal time if you're going to shave them.
Yeah,
Then when
right.
they're loosey-goosey,
more-
you'll need one hand to fucking...
More crevices.
Yeah, you can't
to
do
fuck
it.
up. Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
what's like the shortcut to fucking putting your balls in that state? Like, what do you have to do to make your balls go in armadillo mode? Because I agree, that's when you want to fucking shave the pouch.
Spontaneous.
Got to get cold, right?
Yeah.
And you know something? In the grand scheme of life, does it really matter if your balls are hairy or not? Not really.
No.
Look at the fucking caveman while we're talking
Yes.
about it, right? Now, they must have had hairy... They were fucking hairy. I saw pictures of them.
They were like gorillas.
Right. They didn't even wipe their ass.
How did caveman evolve into people?
They were monkeys, and then they figured out fucking the wheel, or they figured out fire. I don't know which one came first, but then they started fucking, kind of fixing their posture and turning into fucking us.
Is that Darwin's theory of evolution? Is that what that is?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen Encino Man.
Talk about a harsh fucking life.
Yeah.
If you lived to be fucking 12, you were an old man.
Yeah, no shit. He made it to 12.
Yeah. And then, the way they used to fight back then they had weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Then they developed like clubs, right?
Clubs. I like those fucking clubs with the fucking points in them. That was later, medieval times.
Oh, yeah.
But to me, that's my favorite
Like a
old school
spike.
weapon. A ball with fucking spikes in it.
Ball
That'll
and
do the
chain.
job.
Oh, yeah.
But like speaking of like innovations, like say during that time, like during medieval times, it seems like another like standstill for man. The only thing that they fucking like tried to improve and like really invent were weapons. Coming up with these crazy trebuchets and catapults and torture racks and torture systems and fucking
Swords.
Swords, maces, clubs.
I
Fucking,
like when there's 1,000 guys with flaming arrows. That's a cool thing.
Oh yeah.
I think they should bring that back now.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, it came back with the Indians. They used to do it way back
it's
when.
fucking cool, isn't it?
Then the Indians did it.
Yeah, one thing I learned when I was working in Salem, we were working on a historic building, and we had to restore these shutters, and everybody kept referring to them as Indian shutters. And I'm like, why the fuck do they call them that? So they're like these like solid like wood shutters that people would put in the windows when the Indians came and started shooting the fire arrows through the fucking windows.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like, oh, it's such a nice name for such a horrific fucking defense device.
The fire arrow in its day must have been like the fucking nuclear weapon. Oh, they got fire arrows. They're fucking lunatics.
Especially in Salem, fucking the burning witches and burning houses down. Jesus.
I mean, it seems like guns back then, the one you had to take fucking 6 minutes to reload for one shot. It always seems overrated. Like, yes, okay, once you fired a fucking shot, then what?
It was very civilized because then there's like 50 guys behind you get down on one knee and take a shot while you were reloading behind them, right?
Yeah, they had fucking rules.
Then you just take a step up and next thing you know, you guys like 5 feet from each other, shooting at each other. I mean...
Yeah, you pack the fucking gunpowder in the thing. You got a couple of minutes, you can fucking eat a sandwich. You know...
I like Braveheart battles. You get a club and just smash someone's skull in.
Oh, yeah.
How about that? You're in the midst of a fucking battle. You're doing great, but you get clubbed from behind.
Yeah, yeah. It's
you know what I mean?
over.
Or stabbed in the side. You don't even know what the fuck happened.
So is that what happened? Is that basically like us as a people, we just got so caught up in conquest and violence that we didn't really evolve as people? We just fucking bludgeoned each other for fucking thousands of years with fucking crazy weapons and torture?
Yeah, I guess it seemed fun, so they kept on doing it.
It's the natural state of man. We've gone from that to fucking what's your pronoun? Okay? The times there are fucking changing.
Oh my God.
Prehistoric man would fucking be appalled by this shit.
Don't get me started, we'll get canceled. Be a man.
Some of the earlier inventors. I mean, like all of these people that are like people that you read about in like history in high school, they were all fucking nutcases, right? Like fucking Da Vinci was fucked up. You got to think that the fucking Wright brothers were pretty fucked up to try to fly a bicycle. That's basically what they were doing.
They flew like 8 feet.
Yeah, it was a big deal, yeah.
They were duct taping wings to fucking bicycles like a bunch of fucking assholes. Yeah. You definitely have to be a certain kind of fucking maniac
for sure.
to be a fucking inventor.
You really do, because most people say you're a fucking lunatic, stop doing it. But you keep doing it? No, I didn't do it. Why are you flying the fucking kite in an electrical rainstorm? What are you doing out there?
Yeah. It's like you gotta think that like all of these people that are responsible for these like huge innovations in fucking mankind were just batshit crazy. I mean,
Ford cars, Thomas Edison, right?
Yeah,
all these
mean, you were talking about Franklin. Like, what was the stage set like? Was he just randomly like drinking scotch and he's like fucking, oh yeah, I'll attach a key to a kite and see like how the fuck did that like
right?
I think it's folklore.
You think so?
I think it is
That
too.
sounds pretty fucking
Because
nutty,
look at all
doesn't
the
it?
other shit he did. Plus he discovered electricity.
Yeah, in between being a big-time politician, inventor of the country, you fucking put a key on a kite.
And you didn't get electrocuted, you didn't die. And the lightning just happened to hit it.
And he discovered electricity. Then what happened for 200 years after that?
Yeah,
Nothing.
exactly. Yeah.
He only had one good run.
One good run. The fucking key went bzzz. Okay, now what? Right?
But it's crazy, like you were talking about, like the guns back in those days. Again, it seems like one of the biggest innovations always is weapons and like trying to, one up the previous, gun and their capabilities and stuff.
Now you can get vaporized. Doesn't seem fair, right?
Nuts.
Like where you were standing when they're done with it, you weren't even fucking there. There's nothing left of you
like
whatsoever.
One little ash the size of a quarter.
Where'd he go? He's gone. Got vaporized.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, especially now with like the fucking like the drone strikes and stuff.
Especially operated from some guy in the fucking desert in the United States. It's flying over a desert in the fucking Mideast.
Oh yeah.
Like he's playing a game, right?
Yeah, it's a 22-year-old kid. He used to play Call of Duty when he was fucking when he was an undergrad.
In World War II, they didn't fucking care about that shit.
No.
You know what I mean?
Be a man. How far has the phone come? To what we get. Our whole life is on this fucking thing next to us right here.
It's really hard to believe it's real, isn't it?
Everything you need is right there.
It's like sorcery. How the fuck can this work?
Everything.
How can you, with no wires?
Yeah.
How is this
You don't,
possible?
you don't need a credit card with you. You don't need cash.
And you could see a person on the fucking phone with no wires. I remember we were kids,
Exactly.
right? In the fucking ancient times, the Dick Tracy thing.
Oh yeah.
And we're going, can you imagine if someday they had something like that? Now they have it. Even though you're amazed by it, as time goes on, you go, what else you got? I'm not impressed.
And they've improved it like five or six times since it first came out. The Apple Watch, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, you could see a fucking person. I saw a guy at the train station the other day who was talking to his mother in fucking Germany on FaceTime. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, anything you need is in that phone.
And then if you try to Google it slow, you go, what the fuck with this shit? Piece of shit.
Yeah, imagine.
We're fed up with spoils.
Yeah, imagine if we had to fucking go to the fucking telegraphist downtown to send a fucking wire a fucking telegraph, or fucking pay fucking Cowboy Bill to fucking jump on his steed and ride across the fucking desert plain for your fucking shitty message.
I can't even imagine going to the fucking library or going to and opening an encyclopedia to look something up.
What the fuck is that? Remember the White Pages phone book?
Yeah.
You look up a guy's name.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck? 3,000 John Fiores. Is this the one? Where's he live? Somerville? I think that's him. Call that number.
Yeah, encyclopedias used to be big fucking business back in the day.
Yeah, it should be updated every year or two with all new information.
How about the poor bastard going door to door with an encyclopedia? Get this. About 3 years ago, remarkably, incredibly, some fucking lady knocked on the door trying to sell encyclopedias. I go, what are you, from the fucking 50s, lady?
Really?
She goes, no, it's different. I go, get the fuck out of here. I go, you ever hear of Google?
Google and YouTube. That's all you need.
I mean, she really was selling encyclopedias door to door. I expected a fucking vacuum guy to come by next.
Do everything on the phone.
Everything. Transfer money.
Everything.
Remember the banks were closed on Sunday? You were fucked. You didn't know what to do with yourself. Saturday at noontime onward, you were fucked. You had no money till Monday.
Yeah, you always had to plan your fucking weekend out before the days of fucking ATMs. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, my kids don't carry cash.
Nah.
They're going to do the Apple Pay or whatever.
Cash is going by
Credit
the
cards on
wayside.
there, yeah.
I don't even carry cash that much, do you?
I do sometimes.
Because you got to grease a few palms, duke a few guys.
Yeah.
Walking around money.
Cash is still king.
It really is.
Yeah.
Be a man.
Obviously, it's a big one. The fucking automobile. We were riding around on fucking horses and taking fucking trains.
Yep.
And now you can drive this fucking. I mean, they were all shit boxes when they first started coming around, right? Like, how fast did those things go?
20 miles an hour, maybe?
Yeah. That's really the most amazing thing I feel of all. Even though there's so many amazing fucking things, the fact that anybody from 16 or whatever to 90 years old, you have your license, you can get in these fucking cars and drive 150 miles an hour if you want to by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's pretty amazing.
Take off and drive across the country.
Fucking AC in there, TV, radio, fucking phone.
Yeah, they have the ones they'll drive you now, right?
Yeah. Are you guys ready for the fucking, like, almost like the Uber car, the self-driving car? You just get in an empty car and it says, you're going to 127 Johnson Street. Enjoy the ride.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure it's working for about 5 years. And it's not, if it's like random crashes and shit because of it.
That would suck.
Yeah.
They say, yeah, he died in a car crash. Too bad he had a perfect driving record. Yeah, he was in one of them Uber fucking self-driving cars. Is that the way you really want to go?
Yeah.
Is Uber actually coming out with those? They're going to show up with a...
They got their money in it, you know.
Imagine that.
I mean, they have them now, and they've tried them, and they do them, but it's not mainstream yet.
Yeah, it's not
How
yet.
about 18-wheelers?
Oh.
Delivering product.
Man.
You're going to stop on time at a toll booth and not slam into it? I mean...
Yes, it's funny because 18-wheelers seem the same. They haven't progressed as much. You still load up a fucking trailer. You got to drive it and deliver the shit. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they haven't
Technology
figured it
hasn't
out.
made that easier necessarily, right? I mean, the truck, you can sleep in the back. They have a little fucking house in their truck. Big deal. Get the fucking shit out of the back and put it in the store.
They're going to do it for motorcycles, too?
I don't know. I'm not a motorcycle guy. You?
When I was younger, I was. Yeah, they fell off.
I would never have the fucking balls. Like you said, like, it's already like a crazy miracle that we're able to travel in these fucking metal boxes fucking and go hundreds of miles down the fucking road. Like, I am all set with putting myself to fucking chance. I could get hit by a fucking acorn and then I get fucking discombobulated, dump the bike.
Well, that's the thing. You could be the best driver in the world. Someone taps you or something. You go over a bump or something. It's all over.
You're fucked.
Yeah, that's the scary thing about
Hit
that.
a patch of fucking sand, you dump the thing, you're dead.
Plus, I'm lackadaisical and I zone out for periods of time.
Oh yeah, that
happens to me. Like driving back from New Jersey yesterday. It was like all of a sudden we're in Connecticut. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, I'm
It's just like
texting.
in my own world.
I take a nap when I'm driving,
Yeah, those are the best rides when you can just fucking zone out. Yeah.
And then you pop up, you go, oh, fuck. I hope I didn't run anybody over back there. Because I forget the last 10 minutes of this trip. Right?
Be a man.
When you guys were coming up and stuff, were TVs common at that time? Were they still all like black and whites?
Yeah, we had a black and white TV.
Black and white.
Yeah.
It was news if a guy had a color
Yeah,
TV.
color
They go,
TV.
hey,
Oh, they must be rich.
you know the guy? Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Uncle Sam? Yeah, fucking asshole. He's the brother that succeeded in the family. he had a colored television.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
They were bitter toward him over it.
I remember, like, my godfather, we went over to see, he lives in Belmont, we went over to watch football over there when I was a little kid in color. Just amazed me.
And then they had a remote control. Some people had a remote control.
Well, weren't the remote controls wired?
Well, that was for cable.
Right. Remember you get like 3 channels? I mean, you literally, your TV, the
4,
big
5, and 7.
Yeah, we're kids. And Channel 2 came
Channel
along, right?
2,
You could literally got 4 fucking channels for 50 years. Then Channel 38 and 56 came into being in one.
Then Channel
And they got-
25, right?
Right. They got 2 new channels, you know.
Yeah.
And now,
You
look at
you
it.
get the Bruins on.
But everything had impact. Anything that was on was more impactful
Yeah.
because all
yeah.
eyes were on it. Now it's so fragmented. Nobody gives a fuck. At
I
least
mean,
I don't.
the TV numbers are way down because of the internet and everything now.
Yeah, big viewerships, 200,000 viewers, say. Years ago, you'd be canceled.
Well, and there was something like really cool about like how you got to tune in the TV. You know, you might see something that like is kind of like buried underneath snow. If you get the dial just right, you fuck with the antenna, you might be able to get something you'd never see before. It's the same thing with the radio. Right. You know, you'd hear something off in the distance and you'd try to fucking tune in and zero in on it, and then it's like you discovered fucking like a new country.
That's true. How about the corrupt cable guys? Used to be able to nuke them. They fucking hook you, say, come
the
here, come
best.
here. That was how fucking great was that? You literally
Cable
bribed
guy.
the cable guy, right?
Yeah, oh, the best.
Listen,
I had a guy who I was making a ton of money. I had that huge house in Essex, 6,000 square feet. I still had a guy. I gave him a couple $100. He wired the whole fucking house.
I never had a guy that like climbed the pole, but I definitely had a black box and definitely knew a lot of people that
I still
did.
got his number.
Yeah, the black boxes, they were huge.
Yes, and then if they got this scrambled by the company, he could adjust it. You had to bring it to him and adjust it. He had a store. He had like a TV repair store, electronics store. He'd bring it to him and he'd adjust it for you.
try saying that now to a cable guy. Look, what?
Yeah.
Right.
You go at the guy with $50 in your hand. Go, come on, hook me up with fucking Showtime, asshole. I want to watch the fight Saturday night. I don't want to pay.
Yeah.
Fucking cable. I was hooked up illegally, and they fucking somehow they knew. They came by with a sensor.
Oh, they zapped you?
They actually went on my property and cut the wires.
Wow.
They had no right to do that.
No. Get off my fucking lawn, pal.
Yeah, I came home. I seen the wires were cut.
If you get caught, you go, it must have been the guy who lived here before me. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you want from me? Fucking cable bill. You get the full menu nowadays, you're going $350 a month.
Oh, yeah.
So who's the fucking thief here? Seriously. It's them.
Yeah,
They suck.
we keep on paying it too.
Oh, yeah. Because you get hooked. You don't want to cancel Hulu, Netflix. I got to cancel one. Which one's it going to be? You don't want to.
Getting back to the phone, you can watch Netflix, obviously, right?
It's a fucking TV. It's a radio.
Yeah.
It's a fucking adding machine.
It's a compass.
It's a compass. It's a talking device.
Savings account.
What the fuck?
Alarm clock.
It's everything. It's all you need. I play with my phone more than my dick nowadays. If I had to choose one, I swear to God, I'd pick my phone. At this age, I'd rather have my phone than my dick.
More satisfying.
The worst is when you get the alert and it tells you how long you're on your phone every day.
Oh, I'm way up there. I'm way up.
Oh, yeah.
Remember we used to have minutes, so many minutes. They had these plans.
I'm over my minutes. Hurry up.
Yeah, right.
Talk fast.
It was like you had the one plan unlimited weekend and after 9 o'clock at night.
Nights and weekends. Oh, yeah. A lot of kids don't fucking know that struggle.
And how about that bill you got? You were fucking 700 minutes over, an additional 380.
Oh, yeah.
No problem.
Back then, before cell phones and when we had landlines, I remember my relatives from East Boston used to call Swampscott and ring once or ring twice.
Oh, it's a signal.
It was like you had to call one family back or the other family back. It was a signal we had to call them. So I guess it was cheaper to call from Swampscott to East Boston and Revere.
Yeah. And if you got to call long distance, you go, hurry up. It's Bill. He's calling long distance.
He's calling collect.
Hurry. Where is he? Fucking New Hampshire.
Yeah, right. Chelsea.
It's long distance.
I always used to use collect to like make free phone calls, kind of
Right.
If I needed to get into somebody's house or something, I'd fucking call them, collect from the phone. Fucking, would you like to accept a call from? It's Tonzo. I'm out front.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you can get all your messages in that way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they do from prison, you know. They call.
Yeah.
They get one sentence at a time out.
Yeah.
Would you take a call from? How am I going to get the money?
Be a man.
Some of the biggest like innovations, it's like the small things. Back in the day, before refrigerators, you had the fucking Icebox. You had the Icebox. You had to go to a special place to get a block of ice to fucking lug home to stick in this fucking thing to keep your food cold.
Oh, they used to deliver it, right?
Oh, yeah, they deliver it. A fucking ice truck.
So think of that
With the
company.
ice pick, right? The fucking thing.
Yeah, so what did that company do? Freeze big fucking puddles of water, then get a chainsaw, make it into a block, then put it in a fucking truck and deliver it?
Yeah.
Remember the Three Stooges? They brought the block of ice up 80 steps and melted into an ice cube every time. How about those guys back in the day? They go, electric icebox, that'll never make it.
Yeah.
This ice business ain't going nowhere. We'll be around for the next 200 years.
No way they're taking down big ice.
Yeah, big ice.
Yeah, like all those things, fucking vacuum cleaners, like how big of a fucking leap forward that was from sitting there with a dustpan like a fucking asshole.
Oh, my
The
God.
broad says, no wonder the broad used to die young in the 1800s.
Remember the guy going around the neighborhood who's sharpening your knives?
Yeah.
People ran out like, I don't give a fuck if my knife's sharp or not, do you? I don't care.
No, it'd be like a ding.
Yeah.
Like every 30 seconds, it'd be like a ding. They'd be, he's like going slowly.
And then you hear a
down
guy
the
going, knife sharpen,
Yeah.
knife sharpen. And people running out of their fucking house with their knives. How about the milkman?
street. Yeah. Milk
I don't even give a fuck if I have milk or not, but it was so important for everybody to have milk. And a guy drove around in a truck and delivered you bottles of milk. And I used to say, you go to the store, how come you can't buy the milk there?
Yeah.
I was proven right as the years went on, wasn't I?
How about the diaper guy?
The diaper guy.
There's a diaper guy, too.
He'll take your literally your shitty diapers, wash them and bring them back.
No shit.
You know what's cool about the
diaper guy.
milkman? They stood up and drove. Ever see them? The seat
Yeah,
was
yeah.
up.
Ah, yeah.
I go, how come they're the only ones? They stand up driving. I said, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
No?
It's a nice uniform and a hat on.
They had the big pedal. The fucking leg was way up in the sky. The uniform, the hat, a real fucking outfit.
They look
had
sharp.
on. Yeah, metal case to carry the fucking bottles of milk.
Yeah.
You show up 3 hours later, it's fucking 80 degrees. You got to throw the milk away.
That was a big joke like 70 years ago. Yeah, as far as probably the milkman. Or the mailman, right?
Yeah, they banged everybody.
Yeah.
The milkman got accused a lot with the mailman.
He had a bad rap.
Be a man.
How about some of these like huge innovations that ended up turning into huge tragedies? Like say something like the Hindenburg and the Titanic.
Oh, the humanity.
Would you guys, if you guys were around during that time,
Tough way to go.
and they said, "Hey, we got this new thing. It's essentially a floating bomb. We're selling tickets for $100. You know, do you want to be the first person to go on
Rich people
it?"
died.
It was going well, you know. They did a lot of missions with that shit.
How
Before-
many?
Oh, many.
I thought it was the first time.
No, that wasn't the maiden voyage. No, it was it was balloon, high-end balloon travel was where it was at back then,
There's
right?
a movie about that, too, right? The Hindenburg.
But you know something? Like I said before, fucking wires, nitrogen-filled balloon.
Yeah.
Get the
Spark.
fuck
Just
out
one-
of here.
One spark and it's over.
After that, balloon travel slowed down.
Well, it's the same thing. You got to look at the Titanic too. They wanted to build the fucking biggest boat fucking ever, and the fucking thing went down.
Well, the guy fucked up. He wasn't keeping good watch.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But he fucked it up. Wasn't he supposed to look through the binoculars or telescope, whatever the fuck he had?
Yeah.
You see all the time. A lot of these people die. The rich people doing rich people things,
yeah.
like
That's
the
right.
Hindenburg
Yeah.
on the boat, flying like JFK.
Yes.
too.
Oh. If you look in the Hindenburg, there's pictures in the luxury lounge. It's like it's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
It's high end. It's a high end trip.
Well, speaking of which, I saw this video the other day and it turned my fucking head sideways. So there's basically this thing that they're referring to as a nuclear sky hotel. So this thing is fucking huge. It's like a giant floating city, essentially. And the thing is 100% nuclear. So essentially they're saying when that thing goes up, it'll just float for fucking 5 to 10 years. And they do all the repairs in the air.
Wow.
The thing will just stay.
Wow.
And so how you get on it is that you you take like a private jet or whatever, and there's like a side area on one of the wings where fucking a thing comes out, and you go down like a fucking elevator shaft.
Jeez.
And then you're in this fucking, there's movie theaters, there's fucking, comedy clubs, bars, shopping mall. It's like fucking like 2 Carnival cruises in the fucking sky, and it's like the epitome of luxury.
Wow. It's happening now?
It's all in like pre-production. I mean, obviously, it's nuclear. So the thing's going to be flying around. So you're going to have a flying nuclear bomb that could be fucking... If that thing goes down, it's taking out a couple of cities.
It's like an asteroid at that point. It's too big.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even if it just came down, but the fact that it's nuclear powered, now you got fucking... I mean, Chernobyl in the fucking sky.
It's true.
On a lighter note, what did you guys think about the Walkman?
It was a Walkman, then it was the Discman, right? Because you could do a CD afterwards, right? It was Walkman, then Discman.
Yeah.
Well, before they used to have the little personal radios that would be
transistor radio, right?
It was
the first thing.
It would just be like just a little radio, and you'd plug headphones in it.
Okay, yeah. Then you could have a cassette and then a disc.
I couldn't imagine like some of these jobs that people work and some of the shit that people do and not having your own personal music source,
Yeah. Those big, huge headphones you had to wear on your head, right?
Oh, yeah. Sweating your fucking tits off with those huge fucking leather headphones.
The best line in The Sopranos was Phil Leotardo when he said to the broad, "I'll stick that Discman up your box."
Yeah.
Because you come out of the house with a fucking Discman. What I like about that, say you went for a walk with the fucking Discman and you finished the album, but you still had 5 miles to walk.
Yeah.
You're stuck with the same fucking CD.
I thought the best line was when Uncle Junior called that broad a blabbermouth cunt.
Oh, that was great. Yeah. He threw the pirate face.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. That went south fast. He smushed that fucking pie right in that face.
So speaking of TV, of course, we have the As Seen on TV days with all of those fucking inventions, the fucking Ron Popeil, the fucking clapper, the Floby.
I like As Seen on TV. When I go to those stores that have an aisle, As Seen on TV aisle, I look.
So do you trust like the items that
Not
they're
really.
selling?
I know they suck most of them, but I do buy them occasionally. I bought Tommy Copper.
I like how they paint the picture. If you don't get it, something bad's going to happen. They'll show like the person that doesn't have this thing like dying or something, right?
Exaggerated.
They always do the side by side, in the one that's the way that you're not supposed to do it is always in black and white.
Yeah, there's like X'd out, big X through it.
That great inventor Popeil, the fucking pocket fisherman. Like I gotta walk around with a fucking miniature fishing rod in my pocket. Like I really give a fuck. Like, hey, wait a minute. There's water. I happen to have my fishing rod in my fucking pocket. You mind if I stop and fish for a couple hours? Come on, Popeil.
It's not like fishing is like a casual thing that you can just do in the moment. It's like you're sectioning off a whole fucking day.
Yeah, a pocket fisherman. Okay.
I got that thing, the clapper, and the problem was when I was watching TV in bed at night and had the lights off, when it clapped, it turned all the commercial would come on, and when it clapped on the commercial, it turned all the lights on and off like 5 times on me. So I threw that thing out the window.
Now all you gotta do is shut the fuck up. Say, off, asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Off.
Alexa. Yeah.
Right? Clapping's too much. It's old-fashioned.
Well, that's a good one. Like, I mean, the Alexas are pretty cool. But what do you guys think about the 24/7 constant monitoring? Because that's
like
definitely it's definitely happening.
They say Big Brother's watching us do it if we have that stuff.
Yeah.
Even your phone, I heard.
Yeah. Well, going back to what we were talking about before, and it ties into this. Remember being on a payphone?
Oh, yeah.
You're talking to someone, and some fucking operator goes, 35 cents more, please. I go, what have you been listening? You've been listening the whole fucking time? I just jerked off. I'm like, right? I mean, seriously. They go, how do you know? What the fuck you come out all of a sudden, 35 cents more?
No more phone booths around anymore.
No. Remember getting a party line with a phone? That was fucking great.
Oh, man. That was huge.
That was so fucking awesome.
It took the world by storm.
Oh, if you found yourself like somehow on a fucking party call, you hit 2 broads talking, you listen and just go, blow me. They go, shh, who's that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Some guy's talking.
Hang up. Yeah, they had that whole package like call forwarding, call waiting that came out, right?
*69.
Right.
Yeah.
I know who you are, you little bastard.
But
I'm coming at you.
now they can get through that. I mean, they can still get through that. No.
I mean, today's modern version of prank phone calls isn't even that funny. They some guy from fucking overseas calls you. Go, you having trouble with Microsoft? The computer broke. I go, yeah. Well, how much? Give me credit card number. Okay. You ever get those calls? I get those.
Oh, yeah.
How do you guys feel about our demise through armies of robots? Do you guys think that that's a possibility that these things could take over?
That's what I've heard. I haven't really investigated it, but that's what people are saying.
I mean, everything's becoming more automated. They do have automated soldiers. Russia's used some.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to become more high-tech. Even airplanes. You don't need a fucking person in an airplane.
No.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Why and the Army, the numbers for the military are way down. Not surprisingly, with all the restrictions,
'Cause they
right?
got robots.
Either they're going to have a fucking draft again, or they're going to have artificial fucking soldiers.
Oh, yeah.
At some point, you know?
The AI is what makes the fucking robots go crazy. I mean, I think the robots are fine.
Is AI artificial intelligence?
Yes, it is, BMN.
Okay.
2 points. The AI learns from itself, and sometimes it learns at such an intense rate that it ends up making itself crazy because it's so overloaded with information, and that's when these fucking robots start turning and fucking redirecting the rifle on us.
But will they have emotions or will they have feelings? That's what I want to know.
Well, did you hear the other day some guy from Google with the AI? He said, the robot said, if you shut me off, that'll make me sad.
Yeah.
It was all over the news.
He puts you on a guilt trip.
So the robot showed fucking an understanding. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if the guy was lying because they showed him that night on one of the talk shows. He was a real fucking Google nerd. I don't know if he was pulling our fucking legs or what, but he said the robot was fucking remorseful. It felt trouble.
Why are you trying to have sex with me?
But you know what's going to happen?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, why can't look at it? I'm talking about the drones. I say a fucking drone was outside this window. We're all gone in a second. You know, it's fucking happening. They'll be the size of a fucking thumbnail.
See, I mean, out of all the possible ways, I don't think we're going to get hit by a fucking giant meteor that's going to kill us all. I don't think that fucking people are going to turn into zombies. I don't think there's going to be anything like that. That seems like the end game.
Be a man. I think technology, we didn't get into medical technology, but some of the stuff they're doing medically is unbelievable.
Going into the future, there's no reason they say we can't live to be 150 years old.
Yeah.
Sadly, we won't be around.
No.
We missed the fucking cutoff.
Hopefully we make 80.
Yeah, you got to be born fucking now to get that chance.
Yeah,
No.
no shit.
Yeah, we're all done.
But doesn't 150 sound like a fucking long haul? That doesn't really sound like a gift.
Maybe that 150 would be like today's 90.
70 years of your life where it's like you're in your mid-20s.
Imagine that would be fucking, we still got another 90 years to go.
Of pain and agony. You're just getting warmed up.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the
Be a man.